Hello and welcome to Online Business Summer School. I am so excited to be running workshop 4 today. We started last week with the theme Start with the End in Mind, and this week we have the theme Teach Your Way to Growth. If you just joined us and you were not with us last week, don't worry. Each workshop is standalone, so you can benefit from joining us today. And if you like what you see and hear, you can then make sure you're signed up and join us in our exclusive Facebook group where you can catch up on the previous trainings. This training is all about how to find out how you can make money online. Service-based businesses, that's what we're focusing on. And we are going to figure out your online course idea. So if you're thinking right now, I don't want to create an online course, stick with me, because I have a lot of clients that also don't offer online courses, but they go through this process that we're going to talk about today. So let's dive in and make sure that you are active and engaged with us. That's how it works. We know from studies on learning, and especially on e-learning and online learning, that those who passively watch a video online and do not engage, do not comment, they are going to retain less and it's going to be less beneficial from them. So if you are here today, first of all, let me know by commenting right below this video. We are streaming on multiple channels today, but of course, our main participants are all inside our exclusive Facebook group, which you can join. My team has already shared the link, and I will also share that. We will share that a couple of times throughout this video. Also, right above this video, you're going to find a link to sign up for Online Business Summer School. And please click on the Restream link in order for me to see your profile name and profile picture, which is much more fun than just doing this all on my own. Please click the Restream link that is shared right above this video, and then I'll see your name and face, which is so much nicer than I'm not seeing it. Yeah. So I'm using Restream today. Yeah, we are using different tools to make sure we can stream on multiple channels and that people can follow us everywhere. Our next workshops will not be streamed everywhere. This is an exception. We did this for our first workshop and we're doing it for the fourth workshop. We want more people to know that this is happening. Online Business Summer School is happening for a whole month of June. And we're only on workshop 4, and we have a lot more to go. We have another 2 weeks to go of amazing training. So if you want to start your online business or scale it up, this is the right place to be. Okay, so yeah, I see your comments. That's fantastic. I'm seeing also a lot of profile names and pictures, so thank you so much. If you haven't clicked the Restream link, then go ahead and do that now. First of all, I am curious where you are watching from. I am in my home office in Reykjavik, Iceland, and I am always curious. I'm honestly curious where you are watching from. So I would love to see you share city and country. Yeah, we have people from Lebanon, Hamburg, Switzerland, Germany, Slovakia, Switzerland, yeah, again, Parma, Italy, London, Canada, Czech Republic. Love it. I will be looking from time to time over here. And I'm going to be trying to share. Yeah, make sure I can see your name and profile picture by clicking on Restream. Fabulous. Great. So let me get started. We have a lot to cover today, so I'm going to start off sharing my slides, and we're going to dive right in. I'm assuming everybody's showing up on time, and we don't want to use this time well together. The next 90, or now it's 85 minutes, we're going to go work on your online course ideas and things related to that. Why you should think about your course idea, even if you don't want to create a course, and what that idea could be. Okay, slides are coming. Slides. Online Business Summer School. Why did we come up with this concept? In 2017, I created my first scalable online program. You could call it an online course. It was a little bit more than that, but it was a 1-year program, and I was very proud of it. It took me 2 years to create amazing content. I had wonderful people in the program, but 1.5 years into this program called SOMBA, Sigrun Online MBA, I got very, very frustrated. Now, I'm frustrated when I'm frustrated, but actually, out of frustration, I get my best ideas. So I was frustrated to see not everyone benefit from my program. And that is not a good idea when you sell someone something and then you see them not benefiting from it. And that was frustrating. It's not enough to sell something to people and make money. I'm in this business to help people. I want them to have results. So it was not making me happy to make the money and then not see people use my program in the way that I had hoped for. Now, when this happens, obviously, at the end of the day, this is on you. This was, in this case, on me. Like, I need to change the way I taught. The content of my program was great. The people who actually watched the videos and did the exercise and did the homework, they were having success. So that was not the problem. There weren't just enough people watching and taking action. Here's the difference. Knowledge is worth nothing without implementation. So I even had a woman email me at the end of 2018 and said, Sigrun, I would love to have a certificate because I watched all your videos. And I was like, did you actually do something? Like, did you actually create your online business? Are you making 6 figures? No, she had watched all the videos. And that's exactly the problem. We do not want that. And I also do not want you to be here today and watch this video and then do nothing with it. Then I will get frustrated again. And you don't want that. I don't want that either. So anyway, from this experience, we are 1.5 years into the SOMBA program. People are not taking enough action, in my opinion. They're maybe watching the videos, getting great content, up-to-date content, and not taking enough action. So I decided to introduce something called SOMBA Summer School. It was like a program within a program, only available for my existing clients. And wow, I was blown away with the results. We had about half of my current participants at the time participate, and I realized that I was onto something. I actually got people to take action who had not been taking action for months or even years on their dream of an online business. So in 2019, we started to receive emails and messages, probably in March, April. Are you doing it again? Are you doing SOMBA Summer School again? And I'm like, well, I guess so, if there's so much interest. We had double the amount of people participate that time. Again, just paying clients were invited. Amazing results. People were having, $10, $20, $30,000 launches after the challenge that we created. And I realized this was it. This program, this free program within a paid program was the thing. This is my teaching method. This is the way I like to teach. I like to teach people a little bit of content, but mainly that they take action and design a program that makes them take action. So out of SOMBA Summer School was SOMBA Kickstart created. It's a 10-week program. We start again in July 5th. My clients have told me it's the best program they've ever participated in, and they have paid and joined other programs before. And the best program that I've created, because maybe they've been in another program with me before this one. And okay, now we have been running SOMBA Summer School, or Actually, the official name is called SOMBA Kickstart for a while, since 2018. 2019, we started to teach this on a regular basis, not just in the summer. We also have the winter. So we typically start in January and July. And then I thought to myself, okay, great. I really am excited to start in July another batch of students that are going to have amazing success. But what if we created a preparation for free? Anybody can join us. Anybody can join Online Business Summer School for the whole month of June, and they can get the clarity and focus they need for their online business. And then some, of course, will join us for SOMBA Summer School and some not. But that's okay. If I can get you to take some action in June, then that's what I want for you. And you're going to be able to take that action by signing up if you're not signed up already and joining our exclusive Facebook group where we have extra trainings. And you can also get some prizes along the way. And I'm going to talk about that shortly. But the biggest prize of them all is that you start to take action on your dream. That's the biggest prize of them all. So by participating in Online Business Summer School, you are participating in a preparation program for SOMBA Kickstart that starts in July. Whether you join us or not, I want you to fully participate, comment here on the video today, participate in the exercises, and that's how you're going to start to see results. Okay, so that's to the backstory. So the schedule, last week we had start with the end in mind. We talked about vision and goal setting. So if you haven't watched those 2 workshops, you can go ahead and do that. This week, teach your way to growth. This is our second workshop this week. The workshops are standalone, so even if you have not watched anything so far, you can still participate today. Next week, we're going to talk about mindset, because what is the biggest reason we don't do what we want to do? Well, let me move my head over here so you see. Yeah, what is the biggest reason we don't do what we want to do? It's not the knowledge, it's not the strategy, it's our head. So we have to solve the head piece, and we'll do that next week. And then the final week of June, where we will have training every single day, Monday to Friday, we will dive into all of the things that you need to have success in online business. We'll dive more into the budget. We will create a plan for you so that you can walk away feeling like, yes, I actually know what I'm going to do next. That's my goal for you. So we received a beautiful testimonial about the VIP experience. You can upgrade your experience in Online Business Summer School. And this is what one of our participants in the VIP experience said. The VIP sessions with you were probably one of my best decisions this year. And who knows what else is possible. If I'm allowed to give you feedback, and I was a bit scared when I read this one. Ooh, she's going to tell me something. You're simply the best. Oh, so I was relieved. You do business coaching and mentoring in such a wonderful, pleasant, personable way, and I'm amazed every time I hear or see you. You are really amazing. Thank you for your inspiration, motivation, and kindness. Now I will do my homework, advance my business so that I can finally book the next package with you. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful testimonial, because maybe there's someone out there that has been thinking about upgrading to VIP and hasn't done it yet, and they needed to hear this from you. So thank you so much. So how do you upgrade? You can just click on a link that my team will share now into the chat. You get extra tutoring, extra coaching after our Tuesday workshops. These are 1 hour. Actually, we probably did 1.5 hours or even more last Tuesday. So after the Tuesday workshop, we have an extra Q&A and a coaching call, hot seat sessions. And then you get access to all the content from Online Business Summer School inside our teaching platform. Get access to it for 12 months. And then 3 bonus masterclasses that are already available in the program to help you grow your online business. So there are limited spots. There are still spots available, but there are limited spots. We will not endlessly accept VIP participants. So to make sure that I can get everyone on the hot seat who wants to come on the hot seat with us. The link is signal.com/B-A-VIP. And my team will share that. If you already know that you want to take your online business seriously this summer and participate in the ultimate experience of SOMBA Summer School, which we call officially SOMBA Kickstart, you can get on the insider list. This is an early notification when we open up doors. The program itself starts July 5th. We open up doors earlier, of course, and there are some extra bonuses for those who are on the insider list. And the link is sigrun.com/B-and-insider. My team will also share this right below this video. So we want to reward you from sharing with others your online business summer school experience. Now, the benefit of doing that, you're also learning more about social media and marketing. So on Tuesday, we were talking about YouTube. Last week, we were talking about Facebook. Today, I want to talk about another tool with you. And so you're going to be practicing your marketing skills when you participate in this prize draw. So I would like to know from you now, which prize would you want to win? Which prize would you want to win? Camera? Surprise. Yeah, some people want surprise. Yeah, the surprise is really a surprise and it's amazing. We're going to be talking about the prize later on, not today. The big red box. Camera. The camera is popular. Yeah, it's the camera I'm using. It's really, really good. It's a Brio, Logitech Brio. Camera. Okay, a lot of interest in the camera. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so how do you win a prize? In the next 24 hours, you're going to follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. If you're following me already, that's great. But if you don't have an Instagram account, you're going to create one. This is practice in marketing. You cannot build an online business without social media. You're going to save one of the images from our Facebook group and share on your Instagram with your own text. You're going to tag me, sigrun.com, and use the hashtag Sigrun Summer School. We will put all of this into the Facebook group, so don't worry about writing this down. After this workshop, you can do this, or you can do it right now with me. So I'll show you. So let me see. Let me see. Do you see my iPhone? iPhone. Do you see my iPhone now? I am in the Facebook group and I'm clicking on photos and I am going to pick a photo that I like here. For instance, put a date on your dream. The rest is logistics. I love that. So I hold it down. I save the picture. Now the photo is saved on my camera roll. I go to Instagram. And I do a post. Here's the picture. Comes up right away. Next. And now you can type up the quote, put a date on your dream. The rest is logistics. And then I can say, join us in online business summer school. Yeah, I'm not such a fast typer. And then I'm going to put in a link. I know you cannot click on links in Instagram, but people can still type it up. I think it's join OBSS. And then when you put my name here on the top, you can actually do Sigrun.com. Well, that's weird because I'm here doing this with you. And then at the end, you put the hashtag Sigrun Summer School. See, Reykjavik, Iceland. Well, I can do also New York. Tag people, you can tag me. Okay, and then I can post. So now this is being posted. Maybe my team doesn't like this, doesn't maybe ruin our feed or something. Then they'll just remove it. So also, since we are here, I am going to, so do like this. And now I can also have a hashtag. I'm going to do an Insta story. It's coming up as a recommendation. It is weird to tag myself, but you need to tag me so I know that you're doing this. And then I can also go and get some GIFs. Have you tried that? GIF. And then you can type Sigrun Summer School. Ooh, what do we see here? And you're going to find some fun GIFs to put. And now I share my story. It's a public story. And that's it. Yeah, you can do all of this. And then you are going to get more. We're going to get together more people into Online Business Summer School because our goal is 10,000 women. We want to inspire 10,000 women. And with your help, we can get there. We can get there. Okay, back to the slides. So the theme of this week, teach your way to growth. How to make money doing what you love. Who doesn't want to do that? Well, absolutely. That's what we're going to do today. So why online business? I know there are people on here who don't have an online business and there are others who have. So quick question to you guys. Do you already have an online business or do you not? So if you have an online business, yes. If you don't have an online business yet, type no. Quick question. Okay, yeah, so we have a mixture. Great. So then I created this slide based on my intuition. Fabulous. There are still some people that I don't see your name and profile picture. Could you click on the Restream thing that is right above? It says Restream. Click on it. You give Restream a permission so that I can see your name and profile picture, which is much more fun. Okay. So why online business is so cool. You can work whenever and wherever. You can be at home or traveling. You can work in the morning, in the afternoon, whenever. So work whenever and want. No certification required. You do not need to do some sort of a school that gives you permission to create an online business. You can just start today. You can start right on this workshop with your online business. It's easy to get started. Now, you may think it's not so easy, but compared to other businesses, online business is a lot easier to start. A lot easier. And it's a small investment. I highly recommend getting some help, of course, but compared to other businesses, it is a small investment. You do not need to have stock. You do not need to develop a product. You can actually develop your programs with your clients. That's so cool. And in the beginning, they may not pay for it, but later on they will. I have created programs. Actually, I never create a program before I sold it. I sell my program first and then I create them. Think about any other industry where that is possible. Not really. Yeah. So that's amazing. And it's a growing industry. You're not going into an industry that is, stagnant. It is growing. And then your cake is automatically going to get bigger because the industry itself is growing, assuming you do the right things, obviously. Okay, so I don't need to convince you. You are here on this workshop, so I don't need to convince you that online business is great. But I just wanted to have this slide in case someone is on here and is skeptical. Okay, so there are online services. I'm sure there's someone on here that gets their clients online, but they actually do things for them. So let's just think about if you are a copywriter and you write copy for others. You might be getting your clients online. They might find your website or send you a message on Facebook, and then you do the stuff for them. Done with you means that instead of you do everything for the people. So I was, for instance, a business consultant many, many moons ago. Not online, but offline. But I would do the business plans with my clients. There was a part of my job that was done for you. I would have to finish the business plans on my own, but a big part of it was doing workshops and meetings so that I could get everything I needed from my client into the business plan. So that's like done for you and done with you. Done together is a variation where you don't actually do it. So there are many examples, but copywriting comes to mind again. So I've hired a copywriter for a certain time, and then we were writing the sales page together, and then I would finish it off after the session. Anyway, I just want to mention this. This can all happen online, but the problem with these type of services is they're not scalable. They're not scalable. I am all about scalability. I want you to learn how to build a business that can grow and grow without taking necessarily more of your time and without you having to hire loads of people. You still need to hire a team at some point if you want to focus on your zone of genius. But these services, if you are doing any of these right now, you are probably what we call a freelancer or running an agency. It goes in the direction of that. You can think of advertising agencies or on this, like I was doing, writing business plans for others, but this is not scalable. This is based mostly on your time. Is there anyone here watching today who is doing things like this? You are writing for others or you're doing stuff for others and it's based on your time. So basically you're selling your time for money. But ultimately there comes a point where you're fully booked and you just cannot do more of these things because they're not scalable. Anyone doing this right now? Okay. So you're doing this now. Yeah. And those who are doing this now, do they want to change? Do you understand that this is not scalable and this is not like there comes a limit to how much money you can earn, and also you cannot, if you take holiday, your revenue stops, or if you get sick, your revenue stops. Yeah. So you want to change this? Yes, I bet you will. Yeah. So we want to focus on that. So scalable online business is when you start to teach people something, like you solve a problem for them through ways of online courses, group coaching programs, masterminds, retreats, events, whatever you want to call it. But people call it different things. Some people call it coaching. You could call it teaching, mentoring, consulting. It is actually a combination of all these things. Essentially, it's called e-learning. You take your knowledge, your experience, and you package it in a scalable way so people can consume it, and you are less dependent on, selling time for money. You're actually not doing that anymore. You have packaged it in a way that a lot more people, so it doesn't matter if you have one participant or 10 or 100 or 1,000, your time investment is similar. And that's what you want to, that's the great thing about online business is the scalability. When I went into online business, I knew from the very beginning I wanted a scalable online business. I was never planning to have a business where I would be restricted by my time. But it doesn't matter what you call it, coaching, teaching, mentoring, consulting. If you're doing it in a scalable way, then that's what you have created, an e-learning. So how do you qualify to help others? How do you qualify to help others? This is a serious question. I'm curious what you think. How do you qualify to help others? Experience? Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, we have a couple of people saying experience. You have some experience and knowledge on a topic, you're willing to share it with them. When you help people get results, that's the proof. I have the knowledge, they don't, and help them to learn. Education. Great, we have good students here. So you can use your education, anything you have learned in school, right? Your experience. Please note, you do not need other people's permission to help others. Why do I say this? There's no one out there that can give you permission or certify you to help others. That's something you decide yourself. You decide yourself that you want to help others. Too many women hold themselves back and don't start because they're looking for somebody's permission. Do you need somebody's permission to go out and help people? Do you think? Because I know there is someone watching today, I am pretty certain, that think they need somebody's permission. No? You don't need somebody's permission? I think there is someone that thinks that. Someone that thinks they need to do something first, like, having a coaching certification or something before you can help people. I used to think that, but not anymore. Yeah, we have a couple of people who have changed their mind. Maybe it was me that helped you change your mind. I need my own permission. Yeah, I used to think I needed permission, not anymore. I love it. Is there anyone who thinks they need somebody else's permission? Are they willing to admit to it? If you're a counselor, yes. If you're a doctor, yeah. Then you need obviously permission. But coming back to my previous slide, if you do any of these things, coaching, teaching, mentoring, consulting, do you need anybody's permission to do these things, to help other people? It depends on the service. Yeah, if there is any legal requirements. But I would say 95% online businesses, if you're doing coaching, teaching, mentoring, consulting, in 95% of the cases, there are no legal requirements that you need anybody's permission to help others. A business license. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not a permission. Yeah. Good. Maybe there's one or two people who are still in doubt, but we'll get you there. We'll get you there. You do not need anybody's permission to help others. Okay. You only need to be 2 steps ahead of your client. I have been saying this for years, but I noticed that this is worth repeating. That you only need to be 2 steps ahead of your client. So even though you feel you don't know enough, is there anybody here that feel they don't know enough? Everybody feels that they don't know enough. That's a normal thing. It's a very normal thing, but should that be the reason you don't help? Yeah, it's normal to feel that you need to learn more, but should you then wait? Because you will always have this feeling. So if I tell you now, you will always have the feeling you don't know enough or you should know more. So this feeling is never ever going to go away. If you know that this feeling is never going to go away, are you going to let this feeling stop you to do what you want to do? It is normal to second guess yourself. The imposter syndrome. Actually, I read somewhere the more qualified and the more experienced you are, the bigger your imposter syndrome. So that means if you have an imposter syndrome, if you worry that you don't know enough, that actually means that you're more than qualified to do what you want to do. Because otherwise you wouldn't worry about it. Isn't that funny? You should not wait. You only need to be 2 steps ahead of your client. So, moving into the next topic. Did you know that the e-learning market size is, or this is 2 years ago, 144 billion US dollars. 144 billion. Do you think that's big enough for you too? If it's so big? Is the cake big enough? Is the pie big enough? You take a little slice. So your share is 0.00000000001 and you would still have a 6 or 7 figure business. So is the market big enough? You think so? I think so. Big enough for everyone. A lot of women tell me, yeah, but there is someone else doing it. Or I think there is too many ex-coaches doing it. That's why there's not space for me. I'm like, BS. There is enough space for everyone who wants a piece of this pie. Everyone. There's enough. The cake is so big or the pie is so big. Anybody who wants to participate can participate. And this is what they think they will be in 2026. Do you see the growth? I have to move my face again. Do you see this? This is massive. And this study was done before COVID. Do you think that the cake is bigger now than what this number says? Because this study was done pre-COVID. So 2019, they calculated that this was the e-learning market size. They think it will be this size, but the study is old. It's already out of date. Now we've had COVID. There is an online business. There's an e-learning boom. My guess, or let's say, should we guess together? What is your guess? Should this number maybe be closer to 400, 450, 500 billion maybe? Well, how big do you think 2026, 5 years from now, how big will this number be? This is the projection they did 2 years ago. I think this is outdated already. 500 billion, 480. So if there anyone was in doubt before, if the pie is big enough or the cake or whatever you want to call it, this is massive. 30 times higher, yeah. Okay. The cake is getting bigger, so that's great. Okay, the cake is really, really growing. That's really, really good for everyone who is watching. Do you think it is easier to start now in online business or 5 years from now? What do you think is easier? To start now in online business before the cake explodes or in 5 years? Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks it's better to start now. So why should we start now and not in 5 years? Why should we start now and not in 5 years? The cake is going to be bigger, but what is the problem? What is the problem with waiting to start? There is a problem with waiting. What is it? Time to grow. Should have started 6 months ago. Yeah, the market. The market will be more competitive. The market will be more competitive. The cake is bigger, but the market is more competitive. Yeah, you can position yourself as an expert when the cake is bigger. Yes, the people who benefited most from the boom we've had in the last 15 months. Who do you think benefited the most? The people who had already been in online business for a few years or the people who just started? I'll repeat that again. Who do you think benefited the most from the last 15-month boom of online business? The people who have were in the business already for a few years and had established their brands, or those who just started out? Yeah, we have conflicting answers here. Some people are saying those who just started out. It's actually the opposite. It's those who already had a brand in the market, they benefited more. Those who had been in business for even just a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. Yeah. Those who were already successes benefited the most. The others benefited too, but those who were already established brands, they benefited the most. So coming back to the question, do you think it's better to start today or wait 5 years or even just wait 6 months? Yeah. So this is the growth projected. As I told you, the study is pretty much outdated because it's 2 years old. I think the growth is much more, much more. Okay, so what's a good online business? We're going to move into start, with your online course, online business idea. Yeah, what's a good online business? So, oh, I'm clicking. I always think I'm clicking on the slide, but I'm clicking on the screen. uh, so, the best businesses, and this is not just online business actually, the best businesses are if you have had a problem or you know someone that's had a problem that you want to solve. So whether you have a business already or want to have a business, do you have the problem you want to solve or do you know someone who's had the problem? Yeah, you know the people, or have you had it maybe yourself, the problem? Yeah, I've had the issue, and so do others I know. Both. Both. Okay, so that's a great start. And when you already have a business, your problems change, but so do your clients too. So you gotta adapt. You gotta identify, if you already have a business, you gotta identify what do your best clients need? What do your best clients need? You gotta be ahead of the game. Don't think about, the past. Think about your best clients. What do they need? Okay. In the beginning, when you don't have clients, you are focusing on yourself or someone you know so that you know there is a problem out there and you want to solve it. And you want to solve it because of your own experience or because someone else that you know has had this experience and you have the solution for it. Okay, so that's the first start. I keep on clicking on the screen. You know of people who have paid for this kind of solution. We want to make sure you don't, it's not a good business if nobody's willing to pay. It's only a business when you make money with it. So you know of people, this is a checklist. You're making a checklist in your notebook or in your head, ideally in your notebook so you don't forget. You want to review this afterwards. You know of people who have paid for this kind of solution. Has anyone that you know or yourself paid for this type of solution? A good online business or any type of business solves a problem. There are also businesses that provide pleasure, but they are still solving a problem too. So think of Disney World. You would ask yourself, what problem are they solving? They're solving entertainment problem, like what parents do with their kids on holiday. Like they're solving a problem. They just have a different way to do it. Yeah. There's always a problem. There's always a problem. Okay. So you know of people who paid for this kind of solution, and you have seen someone else create a business similar to the one you want to create. I'm not talking about copying people, but almost everything already exists, and that is not a bad thing if you already seen someone do it. You've seen others do the same kind of an online business. Then you have the proof that this works. It doesn't mean that you can't create a business similar to that one. It means that it's a business. Someone is making money with it, and so can you. Oh, okay. So I see some questions. What is the best client? The ones you want to work with or the one who spend the most money? You do not focus on the money when you're thinking about the people you want to work with, but they need to be willing and able to pay. And we're going to come to that in short time. Yeah, they need to be willing and able to pay. So, how do you grow an online business? I have this framework, 7 stages of a scalable business, and we're going to talk about that now. So, typically, you start with no clients. That's at the very bottom. You see the 0 here. No paying clients, stage 0. Then you start with one-on-one clients. That's the typical path to an online coaching business. Then you go to groups. Once you have had a few one-on-one clients, you have proven to yourself that the problem exists, you have the solution, you enjoy working with the people, and you think to yourself, okay, now I can start to scale this up and I can offer some groups. And your groups are going to be smaller in the beginning, and then you can also grow the size of the groups and the number of the groups. And ultimately, you might replace your one-on-one income fully and even stop doing one-on-one because the groups have surpassed it in terms of revenue. Then you create a small online course, what I call a starter online course, typically 4 weeks. And then once you know that you can create an online course and you can sell it and you know how to market it and launch it, we call it launching an online business. It's a marketing campaign. You can create a signature online course. A signature online course is a course that you are most known for and also provides the most revenue in your business. Once you have a signature online course, it's going to be easier for you to get known, and you can do these bigger launches where you build your brand and make a lot more money in a short amount of time. In stage 5, you start to expand your business model with different programs so that you don't just have one online course. Maybe you have 2 or 3. Maybe you have group programs. Maybe you offer a retreat. You can do various things that complement, but they create a customer journey for your audience. And then on stage 6, you're focusing on building authority. You're probably cleaning up a little bit in your business, maybe stopping programs that don't serve you anymore, and automating, hiring people, building a team, writing and speaking, and so forth. Now, when you see all of these things, you can just imagine that this takes some time. It takes about 3-4 years to go through these stages, starting from 0. Typically, I created this model in this framework in January 2017 in order to explain to my clients what to focus on and what not to focus on. But as I told you, if you were here at the beginning of this workshop in 2018, summer 2018, 1.5 years later, I got frustrated that the people were not taking action and moving fast enough through the stages. They were still a bit stuck. Even if they were watching my videos, they weren't taking the action that I intended for them to do based on what I was teaching. So, even though this framework is still valid and still what I teach, there is a faster way. Would you like to know what is the fast track? Would you like the fast track through the 7 stages? Yeah, who wouldn't want the fast track? I'm not promising you a fast, what do you call it? Get rich quick scheme, or, be a millionaire overnight. No, that's not what I'm promising, but I'm promising you a fast track. So let's look at the fast track. I am actually going to see if here I have a browser. Yeah, I have a browser somewhere. So let's look at the fast track. If the typical path is all the 7 stages, you have to excuse my writing with the mouse. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if this takes, let's say, 3 to 4 years, you want the fast track. So you want to go from 0 to 2, 3. So in stage 3 was the small online course. People are asking, okay, what is that? So, huge text here. I call it actually a starter online course. And that's typically 4 weeks. And you maybe ask yourself, oh, why do I have to create that first? Can I just not go straight to the signature course? Yeah, that's just how our brain works and everything. It's the same as a child asking, why can I not just go and run? Why do I have to walk first? So that's what you're doing. You're learning how to walk before you run. That's why I highly recommend that you create first a small online course before you create a big online course, because you have to learn to walk before you start to run. Does that make sense? So in stage 3 is the starter online course, and you've just told me you don't want to wait. Huh? You don't want to wait, right? You don't want to wait with this. This could take you a whole year until you can create the course according to the model, right? So we want to skip that part. We want to go straight to this part. So here's how you can do it. Here's how you can do it. So first, you need to define your ideal client, right? And what is the easiest way to define your ideal client? Can anyone who's a good student tell me? What's the easiest definition of an ideal client? Super easy. Super easy definition of ideal client. The fast track, the shortcut. You don't need to talk to anyone. Can you talk to yourself? That's the fast track. You. That's the fast track. Obviously, you are going to do, you're going to talk to your ideal client and all that stuff, but we're talking about fast track. So we're going to do fast track today. The fast track. Okay, the fast track is you are your ideal client probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. You were in the shoes of this person, okay? The second thing you're going to do is you're going to decide an online course topic. Yeah? And then you're going to offer a free 4-week course where you create the course with the people who have the problem and want the solution. This is the best way to start an online business. You are hitting two birds with one stone. So what is the benefit of that? Okay, I'm going to talk first what's happened next. You have a full email list of exciting people. You make an offer for another program. This is essentially the Kickstart process. This is how SOMBA Kickstart works. And I'm just telling you how that is a shortcut. Oh, I have to move my thing again. So what does this mean for the shortcut? Because you said you wanted a shortcut. So you go straight here. You go straight here. And some people after Kickstart will go here. And some people will, do some of this. And then they go. So instead of 3 to 4 years, we are seeing people go 0 to 6 figures in 4 months, 0 to 6 figures in 10 months, in 1 year, because we have created this shortcut. Yeah. You do not have to spend years doing one-on-one coaching or group coaching. You can do the shortcut. Now, we're going to talk about what you can create. Yeah. Let me see. Going back to my slides. Slides. There you are. Yeah. So if this sounds exciting to you and you want our help this summer, the insider list gets you notified. We send you an email. We let you know when doors open up. The actual program starts July 5th. Get on the insider list. You'll receive extra bonuses and we'll keep you updated. You're going to be the first to know when we open up the doors. Okay? And my team has shared the link already, so you can look for it below this video. So you want to now. So we decided, because we do the we're doing the quick start. If you just assume for now that the ideal client is you, of course it could be someone else, but for argument's sake, we're going to jump straight into identifying the course idea with you. That's what we're going to do now. So are you up for it? If you feel that your ideal client is not a former version of yourself, could you have a friend or family member or someone you know really well in mind for the next 30 minutes? Does that work? So everyone has an ideal client in mind, either a former version of yourself or someone you know. Yeah? So we're ready to go to the next step. Remember, we're doing this now. We have done this. Of course, we do this again in Kickstart properly, but we're doing the quick start now. We're going to do this now. Are you with me? Yes. Okay. So you have someone in mind. Okay. Excellent. So think of a problem you want to solve. Think of a problem you want to solve in this 4-week course. It needs to be not too big. Yeah. It's a decent problem for the person who has it, but it's not humongous. It's not crazy big. Okay, do you have a problem in mind? So the basis of a great course idea is a good problem. Good problem. Do you have a good problem in mind? Just let me know in the chat. Do you have a good problem in mind? Good problem in mind. Excellent. That's how we get started. Here's the key for a successful online course. Your ideal client is aware of the problem. I want you to really note this down. They are aware of the problem. They basically know that they have it. This cannot be a problem that you know that they have, but they don't know about it. If they are in denial about their problem, or if they call the problem something else, or they see that they don't feel they have a problem, that's not a good problem. Okay, you think so. Okay. Inside Kickstart, we have, methods to figure out if the problem is, if people are really aware of the problem. But for now, if you think so, that's good enough to continue. Okay, so your Jules is saying her ideal client has tried to grow tomatoes but repeatedly failed. Okay, so they would like to solve it. You think so? Like they are aware of their problem. Well, obviously, if the tomato plant dies, they know it. They know it. Yeah. Okay, they might not know. They will have it. Yeah, that's not a good problem. If someone can have a problem, but if they are not aware of it, then it's not a good problem. So make sure that they are aware of it. They have to be aware of the problem and want to solve it. Yeah. We have a lot of problems, but sometimes we don't want to solve them. Yeah. They're willing to solve it. So someone is saying here, don't have enough time to exercise. Yeah. They probably know that already, that they don't have time to exercise, right? So they know about the problem. Are they willing to solve it? We're not in the convincing business. No way. Not interested. You are only going to work with people who are ready. So you're not going to do awareness marketing. No, I don't believe in that. You help people that want to be helped. If you have the problem and you were willing to invest into solving it yourself, you did something to solve it, then there are probably others out there too. Yeah. So, two things. They are aware of the problem. You think it's a good problem. Secondly, they're aware of it and they're willing to solve it. They're willing and able to pay for it. If you have paid for a solution of this problem in the past, then that's a tick in the box for you. If you've seen someone else pay for it, tick in the box. If you see someone have a similar business to the one you want to create, tick in the box. There is someone out there willing and able to pay for it. If I'm an ideal client, so Anna is asking, so I know I have this problem, I'm aware of it, so it's a good problem. But who else have it? Yeah, we'll come to that later. But the key is you want the fast track now. Do you not know anybody in the whole world who has the same problem? If you have a problem, it's very likely someone else has it. Were you willing to go through some effort of solving it? Somebody else will have it. We think we're unique, but we're not as unique as we think. Can it be something as simple as they want to make more money per hour? Yeah. Yes. You want to think of a problem that is not too big, but not too small either. So in this case, Stephanie, I would rather do the course on, for instance, increase your prices or something like that. Like, yeah. Anyway, let's continue. The problem should be manageable. So always think about, okay, can I solve these problems in 4 weeks? Is this manageable problem? So some problems are so big. Let's say building an online business. It takes years to build a solid online business. It's not something you do in 4 weeks. And the people who try to sell you a course, hey, how to build your online business in 4 weeks, they are lying to you. And you don't want to be one of those sleazy people that does that. You want to have a manageable. You're going to make a big promise, obviously, but it's manageable. It's believable that it's achievable in this amount of time. Can we start something small that is not maybe what I want to be known for, but just a small part of it? Annika is asking. Yes. You're going to take your big problem. Let me go back to my sketch. You're going to take your big problem. Great question, Annika. Here's your big problem. This is what you want to be doing. And I can see my. So this is your big problem. Your course is just a piece of it. You can later on create another program, another course. You don't have to think about that now. What would be the obvious start? If we start again here. What would be the obvious start? So let's say it's a journey. So if I want to help someone build an online business, that's the goal. Build successful. Oh, I could even say, I want to help women. I help women start and scale their online business to 6 and 7 figures. So let's say if that would be the goal, I go back on this path because this is too big. This is not a 4-week program. That's clear, right? This is not a 4-week program. So I go back here. And how far do I want to go back? So I might want to go back and say, okay, where do they need to start? Find your online business idea, right? That could be the starting point. I actually did that for a while, and then I decided, no, I want to start when they are more ready, right? Create your online course. That's basically, the program we're talking about that's starting in July. So actually, it's not even about creating an online course, but that's a whole nother topic. Oh, does this make sense? Do you see the whole thing? Yeah. I'm taking the overall goal of what the big problem, and then I go back. I go back to a point where I want to help. I used to help here, find your online business idea, and I'm like, only a portion of the people were actually ready to take the next step. So by going over here, people might been dabbling for a while. They might be in online business or they might be starting out, but they want a shortcut. They want to achieve more in 10 weeks they've ever achieved before. They're action takers. When I worked with these people here, not everyone was an action taker, right? So you decide. It's nothing wrong with starting at the very beginning. A lot of people like to do that too. But you've got to find your own start. Is it here? Is it here? Like, what is that big problem? And how can you go back on the customer journey? So when people finish SOMBA Kickstart, I have another program, right? And then I have another program here and another program. So ultimately, I'm doing this with my team. It's not me alone. We're a whole group of people. But we got to start somewhere, and we decided to start here. So coming up with a good course idea is not as scary, yeah? It's not as scary to come up with this now. Brilliant. Okay. So coming back to this slide, a great course idea is a good problem that your ideal client has, basically an earlier version of you. It is not humongous. It is manageable, right? Something that is achievable in a certain amount of time. People want the solution, they're willing to pay for it, and able to pay for it. Okay? Good. And ideally, their sense of urgency. Now, not everyone will have this, but it's helpful if there is a little sense of urgency. So let's say people who have been trying things out and now they're like, oh, I know I cannot do it on my own, or what I tried in the past hasn't worked. You want people who are kind of ready. They're ready to go. Ready, set, go. That's what the type of client you want. So if your problem has a sense of urgency in it, then it's very helpful. But not all problems are like that. But it's an additional help. So yeah, you got to think a bit smaller about your problem. Make it manageable. Okay, so example, I already gave you a little hint before. A lot of women struggle to find the right online business idea. I had the problem myself. I was my own ideal client. Solution, I helped them figure out their true passion and the right online business idea in 4 weeks. That was the promise. Find your true passion and the right business idea. That was the name of the course. Well, actually, that's not correct. The name of the course was Passionathon. Was the tagline. Doesn't matter the name of the course. Don't think about the name of the course. That is really outside the scope of what we're doing today. The key is that you know what is the solution and is it doable in 4 weeks. We overestimate what people can do in 4 weeks. We do that all the time. So it's important to be able to break this solution down into manageable steps. Don't make it too small though. But yeah, small enough for 4 weeks. So, what's your online course idea? We're going to do something right after this workshop. We're going to put a post. We're going to put a post into our exclusive Facebook group. So make sure you're signed up. If you're not signed up already, the link above is sigrun.com/join-OBSS, Online Business Summer School. And inside our exclusive Facebook group, we're going to have a post. What's your online course idea? You're going to be very brief. Don't write the whole book. Then we're going to skip it. Be very brief. What is a good title for, or not title? Let me see. I'm going to go back to, I'm a flip chart person if you haven't noticed. So what should you write? I'm going to create a new one here. Okay. So we are going to help you. So what's your online course idea? We're going to have a post in the group and you're going to type your online course idea, but you're going to do it with these instructions. So you write, my course idea is find your true passion and the right online business idea. That's it. Don't write a book. I don't like comments that are whole book. Okay? But we're going to do a little test now while we're still live together. You are going to write whatever idea. Don't overthink this. We're going to get this done now. Now, and you're going to go into the Facebook group right after this workshop and you're going to type it. What's going to happen? My team will give you feedback within the next few days. They're not going to all be able to do it today, but my team uses the hashtag Team Sigrun, so you know if it's my team commenting on your course idea. And together we're going to figure out that you have a good one. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a good idea. We're going to help you figure out a good course idea for 4 weeks. That's the whole idea. It has to be a course idea. Let's maybe add that 4-week course idea. Well, what's your 4-week online? I cannot type anymore. Online course idea. You need to write it in English because my coaches, not all of them understand other languages. So please write it in English. You just use Google Translate. Yeah, use Google Translate to translate to English if you are not. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my screen. So we're going to use we have about 10 minutes together. We are going to get some course ideas into the chat already to give you an idea. I'm going to give you feedback live right now. And then you're going to post after this workshop into the group below a designated post. Don't post it just in the group. It has to be under this particular post. Okay, so what's your 4-week, this is the question, what's your 4-week online course idea? Put this into the chat now. Okay, I see Marta Find your own way to earn money and realize your ambitions with true passion. Sounds like Passionathon to me. The same course idea that I had. Is that really what you want to do? The same? Does it have to be the same as the 10-week course? Same. There's no 10-week course. We are just designing a 4-week course now. How to resolve anxiety and fear overwhelm. Yes, good. Kickstart your book. Conversational English course. Yeah, these are all great ideas. Learn about safe infant sleep before your baby arrives. Yeah, love it. How to achieve your best health. Can I do that in 4 weeks? I would narrow it down. Yeah, write it in the chat now. We have a few more minutes during the workshop, but in order to reply to everyone, make sure you post your online course idea into the Facebook group so my team can respond to you in the next few days. It's not going to be all today. Define your brand and be recognizable in the online world. I like it. Good idea. Learn how to position yourself as a thought leader in 8 simple steps. You probably do not become a thought leader in 4 weeks. So I wonder if you can also 8 steps in 4 weeks. Sounds a little bit weird in my eyes, but positioning, definitely. Position yourself as a leader, or the 4 steps to position yourself as a true leader. That can be learned in 4 weeks. Yeah. From unfit to fit in 4 weeks. I like it. Is it possible in 4 weeks? But I like the name. Helping people to improve their diet through simple lifestyle adjustments. Yes, but this also sounds like a big topic to me. So we've had a lot of nutritionists, and what has worked well is to have, for instance, create a healthy breakfast habit. So make it more manageable. Remember, you're not teaching your big topic. There should be other ideas floating around, possible in the future. Get the steps to jumpstart your real estate business. Yes. Find out what's your client customer journey. Yeah. Map out your client customer journey. I will teach the building blocks of what? I don't see always your names, and it's disconnected from what you do. I cannot think of a 4-week course topic before I understand if it has to be the same or different than the following 10 weeks one. Don't think about the 10 weeks one, Veronica. Skip it. Skip it. Think about what is a manageable, small problem at the start of the journey of your client. So let's go back here. This one. What is a small, manageable problem? So let's say you already have an idea. Some people do already have an idea. We have this program here, 10-week course. Okay. And if I would still offer a 4-week course, what do people need to know before? What is Online Business Summer School? A 4-week course. A 4-week course. Yeah. What do people need to know now before? Do they have to get results in 4 weeks? Yes. Well, that's my opinion. You are doing an online course to learn something and actually, yeah, there are online courses out there where people do not get the results in 4 weeks, but they learn something. But the thing is, if people do not have a transformation in your 4 weeks, why should they, buy something else from you later on? Find out what it is. Find out what is your client customer journey. Yeah. Some of you are posting twice. If you post multiple times, that's not necessarily going to be helpful. Obviously, in a few minutes, I can only give feedback on a couple of, but listen to what I'm saying to someone else. It doesn't have to be feedback on your course, but we promise you, if you post below our designated post inside the free Facebook group, following the Online Business Summer School, we have a special post. You could post below it. My team with the hashtag Team Sigrun will be commenting on your online course idea in the next couple of days. Please give them a few days. Help women to live their best life in their 60s. Yes. Lay a strong basis for your book that you don't have to worry about finishing it. Yeah, it could also come up with your book idea. Like, there's a lot of ideas what you can do in 4 weeks. Starting to stop fear from stopping me. Okay, you need to come up with a new name for it, Emma, but I understand what you're saying, and yes, it's a good course idea. Is it okay to give 4 ideas how they can find their authentic voice, or do you think I should solve a small problem? Yes. Think about this. If you want repeat clients, if they buy a 4-week course from you and they don't achieve anything, not much except watching videos, if they just have knowledge but they don't have results, why should they buy the next program from you? They won't. So, coming back to what we said before, here, you have this big online business idea, you want to help people with something, and then you're taking a small example from it, and you're going back to, like I said here, you're going from your big problem down to a small, manageable problem. Why a new name? It needs to be clear. It needs to be positive. You shouldn't have a stop in your name. Discover the power of your chakras with a horoscope. Yes, good idea. Having an everyday meal for yourself. Overcome being too lazy to cook for you. Yes, I like it. Yeah. Cross-cultural parenting first steps. Start thinking in English. Yeah. Intro to other approaches of Alzheimer's and dementia. Get energy healing in 4 weeks. Just pick one idea, Ingrid. Which one appeals more to you? Which one are you more excited about if you have a couple of ideas? Start becoming more aware of how to look after yourself. Yeah, we need to wrap that up. But yeah, still a good idea. Become more visible in the workplace. How to crochet the shawl. Yeah, I like it, Martina. Get an idea of the root cause of your fatigue and ideas how to solve it. Good. We have lots of good 4-week course ideas here. Mindset for success for teens. Yeah. How to name and talk about yourself without embarrassment. Ooh, like it. Like it, Marta. Learn how to stop your inner saboteur and step on the path to self-support. Great course ideas. Great course ideas. Get rid of stiffness in your body. Yes, I love it. Make your leadership visible in 1 month. Isn't that too much? Be careful you're not, like, we want to have a big promise. Big promises are exciting, but it needs to be manageable. Can I actually get these results in 4 weeks? Musical empowerments for girls. How to set up a development plan for your career. Summer inspiration for sewers. Yeah, I like it. Blogging for VAs. Ooh. Return to work for women. Great. I'm just scrolling through. Tips and tricks to achieve your goals. Introduction to medication. Improve your hosting profile. Review rates. Yeah, if someone is be an Airbnb host. Brilliant. Brilliant. So many great ideas. You're going to post inside our Facebook group afterwards. We're going to give you feedback. My coaches, my team is going to help over the next few days, not today. We're going to start, of course, as soon as possible. And what if you don't want to create an online course? Maybe someone is here like, oh, I don't want this online course. So I have clients that have participated in this process in SOMBA Kickstart and created an online course, and then they later decided not to sell their online course, not to launch it. But in the process, because something happens in your head when you go through this process, she created her business. So why do you think that is? Why do you think that creating a course, even if you don't want to be an online course creator, why do you think creating a course helps you build your business? You get clarity, you get centered on your business. Yeah. There's so much clarity to come from this process. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. It's something that I couldn't foresee. I didn't realize that the process of creating a course gives you clarity way beyond the actual course. It is actually, at the end of the day, a lot less about the course. Yeah, you get clear on your ideal client, you get clear on your topic. There's so many other benefits. You get confidence. Anyway, it's endless benefits beyond making six figures, obviously. Okay, so will you create an online course this summer? This is a quick check. Will you do it? Will you create an online course this summer? Yeah. What could stop you? What could stop you? What is the possible things that could stop you creating your online course? So the possible things that could stop you is you, right? So that's why next week we are doing your mindset for success, because we want to make sure that you actually do it. The only thing stopping you, because even if you have the knowledge and strategy, the thing that could stop you is yourself. So we're going to cover that next week. Make sure you tune in. And then please reserve last week of June, Monday to Friday trainings. The whole schedule is in your email and inside our Facebook group. So we are back. We have powered through today. Thank you so much for joining our fourth workshop of Online Business Summer School. Go into the Facebook group, post your course idea in order to get feedback from my team. We are excited that you are going to create an online course this summer. When others take a break, we are going to build our business. And why is it better to start now than after the summer? Well, then you're ahead of the game. I'll see you inside the group, and we continue next week with the workshops. Wish you a nice weekend.